Hello grade 8, how are you? Hope you all are doing well. Today we will complete solving the revision sheets. In the last video we stopped until question 20, so in this video we will start from 21. So let's start. Which of the following represents the number of protons in an atom? The number of protons, as we said in quarter 3, is its atomic number, so the answer is letter B. Next, to question 22. Electrons in the outermost energy level are called electrons in the outer level. We call them, yes, valency electron, and they are the only electrons who participate in chemical bonds. The elements on the periodic table are grouped based on which of the following? How we organize the elements in the periodic table: by similar properties, number of bonds, number of protons, or number of energy levels. We arrange elements because of their similar properties. In each group or family, elements share the same properties. It's letter A. How many electrons fill the outermost energy level of an atom? 8. The outermost energy level for most atoms has 8 electrons. How do metal atoms form when they lose valency electron? Metals usually they lose electron and they change to positive ions. What is the joining of atoms to form a new substance? This is called chemical bonding. 27. What do you call an interaction that holds two atoms together? Atoms, they bond together, or they have interaction between each other because of chemical bond. The chemical bond is an interaction between two or more atoms. Question 28. What do you call a bond that forms when electrons are transferred? We call this ionic bonds. 29. What are charged particles that form when atoms gain or lose electrons? When they lose or gain electrons, they change to ions. 29. Ions. Question 30. What atoms gain electrons during chemical changes? What charge do they have? When atom gains electron, it changes to negative ion or negative charged ion. So we will choose C. And usually they are nonmetals. 31. When ions bond, what is the regular pattern called? As we said, in ionic bonds, ions form a 3D dimensional shape called crystal lattice. C. 32. What is the most important factor in determining how an atom will bond? What decides if the atom will gain or lose electron or will share electron? The number of protons, the number of neutrons, the number of electrons in the innermost energy level, or the number of electrons in the outermost energy level? Yes, the answer is letter D. 33. Because ions in metals can be easily arranged without breaking the metallic bond, metals tend to be usually metals are easily what? Shattered, it means break down to smaller pieces, crystallized, reshaped, or broken. Yes, reshaped. All metals are easily reshaped because of their metallic bond and the movement of electrons freely. 34. Beside being valuable, gold is special because it can be hammered into a very thin sheet or foil. This property is called metals. They tend to form very thin sheets like aluminum foil, gold foil, and this is something called malleability. This property is called malleability. 35. Fluorine has 7 valency electrons. How many more electrons does it need to achieve a full outermost energy level? If fluorine has 7, so how many it needs to have complete outer shell? The outer shell carries 8, so it needs 1 electron, and like this there will be 8 electrons in the outer energy level. 36. The diagram shows the formation of water molecule. Here we have 2 hydrogen atoms and each one shares 1 electron, and here the oxygen atom with 6 electrons in the outer shell to form the water molecule like here. So which of the following occurs when water forms? 2 hydrogen atoms are destroyed to form atom. quarter. One oxygen atom shares electron with two hydrogen atoms. So one oxygen shares two electrons with hydrogen, or two hydrogen atoms each give an electron to an oxygen atom, because what happens here is sharing. Okay, so it means that one oxygen atom shares electron with two hydrogen atoms. Here, as we see here in the picture, we have sharing electrons here, sharing electrons, and here also as well sharing electrons. So this means that the oxygen atom shares two electrons with hydrogen atom. There is no lose or gain. Okay. 37. We have here atom of nitrogen. We need to know how many valency electron does atom have. This atom will have how many valency electron. Where we have to look on the outermost energy level. How many electrons here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 electrons. So the valency electron for nitrogen is 5. The answer is letter B. Next question 38. This is called a dot diagram. In the electron dot diagram above, how many electrons are needed for a filled outermost energy level? We write the symbol of the element. This is oxygen, and we write it O. And we write the dots or the electrons only in the outer energy level. Okay? We put 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons, and then we make pairing for the electrons. So when we look here, we see that oxygen has 6 valency electrons. So how many needed to fill the outer energy level for oxygen? Oxygen, yes, needs 2 electrons to fill the outermost energy level, 1 here and 1 here, and in this case oxygen will be stable. Next question, how many valency electrons for sulfur atom? This is the sulfur. It has 2 electrons in the first level, 8 electrons in the second level, and the outer level or the third level, it has how many electrons? Yes, 6 electrons, so the valency 6. 40. Last question, which type of element is most likely gain electrons when it forms bond? Which one will gain electrons? Metal, metalloids, non-metal, noble gas. Of course, noble gas will not lose or electrons or gain electrons or share electrons. Metalloids, most of them, they share electrons. Metals lose, and non-metals, we will choose non-metals because non-metals, they are most likely to gain electrons, like oxygen, like nitrogen. So grade 8, this was everything in the revision sheets. Study well and take care of yourselves. Bye bye.